Folks, what's up, y'all? This your girl Bernicia. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, please hit the subscribe button. Hell, go ahead and hit the like button ahead of time because this video is about to be entertaining, honey. All right. So for those of you who are new here, I did a previous commentation video on Jocelyn Caberet, New York, season 4. Okay, so on the last. Towards the last ending of last week's episode of Jocelyn's Cabaret, she basically ended up snapping on Raven, okay? So what it was, Raven and Diamond were already kind of on Jocelyn's shit list, okay? They had got into some shit before the show started filming, so she wasn't feeling them as it was. And then towards the end of the show, I guess the girls had saw where some of Jocelyn's enemies were making videos talking about her vagina. So they screenshotted the video and they sent it to Jocelyn, which Jocelyn didn't respond how they thought she would respond, right? So she ended up snapping on them because she had already told them, don't bring no messy shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not with the messy shit, so don't send me that, right? So, long story short, she ended up taking them out of the auditions, telling the girls that they couldn't perform at the auditions. And so Raven ended up popping her cap. She got highly upset. She felt like she was being fired, so, fuck it, right? So she ended up going outside, causing the scene, to which the producers had to, let Jocelyn know that, Raven was outside, very upset or whatever. So Jocelyn stopped what she was doing and went outside to address Raven. Unfortunately for Raven, when Jocelyn got outside, she basically was just like, like, bitch, trash, this, that, and the third. She ended up grabbing Raven by the neck and slamming her to the ground. Okay? So that is where episode 2 picks up, okay? So episode 2 picks up, Jocelyn was already in, Raven's face, screaming and yelling at her, because basically she was like, you sitting out here acting like you don't know why I'm pissed at you. Tell the truth, okay? Tell the truth. Tell it like it is. Stop trying to act like you innocent, right? So Raven kept saying, like, I'm not about to do this with you, Jocelyn, and da-da-da-da. Jocelyn lost her patience and, put hands on Raven. Okay, so once she did that, she basically just slammed her ass, like slung her ass down and then turned around and started walking off to go back and handle her business. So Raven then waits till after Jocelyn turns around and walk away to say, oh, now, bitch, now she wants to fight. And I found this so amusing. Like, how you didn't have that same type of energy when she was all in your face talking to you like you was gutter trash. And then you wait till after she sling you, grab you by your neck like Count Dracula, and then sling your ass down, and then you wait until she walk off to want to get crunk and talk about you gonna whoop her ass. Like, for me, that just makes me respect Raven and Diamond a lot less. Okay, I already didn't like these two girls, but this right here, nigga, makes me respect them a lot less. And also, when Jocelyn turned around and walked back towards the building, to go back into the building and handle her business, I noticed that Diamond was still inside, okay? I just feel like once her friend got escorted out and all of that happened with her friend, she should have left right behind her. Okay, so bitch, y'all not even loyal to each other. No wonder Jocelyn doesn't respect them, because they're not even loyal to each other. If that was my friend and she was being treated that way, bitch, I'm not going to stay here. And so the same bitch who talked to me crazy and then went outside and put hands on my friend, I'm not going to stay here to try to be on her show. Fuck her. I don't care who it is. But this is why I said on my last recap, I don't feel sorry for these women. Everybody love to sit here and say, oh, Jocelyn talked to these women like this and this, that, and the third. But you can't feel sorry for a motherfucker who don't feel sorry for themselves. Okay? Like, don't get me wrong. That shit, how she was talking to him, crazy. How she handled both girls was crazy. But at the end of the day, as y'all can see, clearly neither one of them had a problem with that, because Raven, as upset as she was, she couldn't keep that energy for Jocelyn. So if she want to be a punk ass bitch, let her. Especially when I've seen this same chick bully other females. So I don't feel bad when it comes back to bite her ass. And she get bullied too. Same thing with Diamond. Diamond talked a lot of shits out there, and I hyped Raven up because initially Raven wasn't as upset as Diamond was. She was actually calmer. But you sat there and you hype Raven up, and Raven go out there and get her ass slung to the damn ground. Now you want to sit in there and say, oh, I'm not feeling this. No, bitch, you waited too late. You ain't go out there to help your friend. Once again, I don't respect neither female. So, Jocelyn's back in the building. Now she got the girls, performing, putting on a show. Now, from the glimpses that I've seen, I see some girls look like they really doing a little something. I see a lot. Now, what I did notice, a lot of these girls, they came to perform. You seen girls that had dildos. It was just a lot going on. I'm not gonna lie, Jocelyn got a free script club performance, boy, because it was a lot going on. Now, all the girls, it was some girls that was like, what the fuck were they doing? It was like they were flopping like dead fish, like fish on the damn floor. That somebody don't pick that bitch out the water and then put it on the floor so it's flopping. So I seen a lot of flopping, but I also seen some girls up there like really working the pole. What I did also see as well was how N.E.X.T was busy. And bitch, why the fuck is you sitting up here? Jocelyn is the only person, as far as I'm concerned, Jocelyn and Ballistic are the only two at this point that is picking girls. So I don't understand why Natural is her and Lucky, like both of them busy, like, you know what I'm saying, watching the other girls or whatever. Now, Lucky's assertion, I'm really agreeing with Lucky's assertion of the situation. It was some girls that brought it and some girls that didn't. Natural, on the other hand, she just wanted to find people to pick on. Okay, because it was this one trans girl that was there, and I'm not gonna lie, like, she should have wore something that wasn't see-through. Because I mean, if she gonna be a girl, she should have came with all of her girlness, okay? But with that being said, it was this one girl who was like a fucking blow-up doll. It's like somebody took this bitch and inflated every part of her body that had extra meat with some fucking motherfucking air or some helium. Like, she had two big ass helium titties that were bigger than her fucking head. Her ass was equally as big. The bitch looked like somebody took a toothpick and just stuck big ass balloons on the toothpick. Have y'all ever just imagine what two big ass water balloons, well, 4, 2 in the front, 2 in the back on a toothpick? Imagine how the fuck that look. That's all I'm saying. And then her damn face, her face was like fucking bloated. I don't know. This lady looked a mess. It was scary. But for some reason, Jocelyn entertained this lady. She let the lady come up, and the lady was shaking her big swollen ass. I'm like, Jesus, I don't know. Like, why do people do that to themselves? They get, like, is you not enough? Apparently, this lady got to have some kind of money to have gotten all of that surgery. But, bitch, you ain't got better shit to do with your money? Like, goddamn. What nigga, I'm just saying, if you did all of that to get a man, what man is going to flip? Bitch, that's like fucking the building. You know what? I'm going to just let it go. Let it go. Anyway, like I said, it's a whole lot of dancing, twirling, ass popping, pussy shaking, pussy on fire. It's a lot going on. Right? So, yes, I think so. So far, I like the organization. Like I said, Jocelyn seemed like she got her shit more organized than Baddies was. She's talking about, I got great memorization or what memorography or some shit. I don't know what the fuck this bitch said, but it's great. It's what you call that shit when you got memory, photographic memory. This motherfucker talking about I got great memorography, some shit, memorographic memory. I'm like, this girl stay coming up with her own damn words, but she funny as hell, bro.
What the fuck is that blow up thing? Like, you did that to yourself. You literally laid on the table and was like, come on, fill me up with.
So, through all the disgruntled ex-employees, all the hot ass that was slinging everywhere, Jocelyn ultimately picked like 35 people, okay, like 30 something girls, right? So she was going to bring them to the house, and I guess the next day at, Starlight, she's going to end up cutting the group down some. But what I found interesting was that the next morning, her and Ballistic were having a conversation. So Ballistic basically said, Jocelyn said that, Ballistic and Melissa picked a couple of girls to come on there, and she was, criticizing the girls. She was saying that they always pick girls that are cliche pretty, girls that, like, when you take off the hair and makeup, they don't look good or whatever. For the most part, I'm not quite sure who she's talking about yet, but I kind of agree with Jocelyn, because if you look back on her previous seasons, the girls that Jocelyn had on her show, I'm not going to lie, I didn't see any ugly girls. Like, to me, none of the girls were ugly. Now, Amber wasn't the cutest thing, but at the same time, she wasn't ugly. You know what I'm saying? Like, these girls, they came from all kind of different backgrounds, different ways of life, but for the most part, they were somewhat attractive girls. Like, if I saw them on the streets, I would look again, that type of attractive. So with that being said, like, Jocelyn picked those girls herself, you know what I'm saying? So I'm kind of like nervous to see what, girls that ultimately ends up going in the house, because if she has Ballistic and Melissa picking, I just hope they pick some girls that are going to make the show entertaining, okay? And not just girls that they see and they like. Because according to Jocelyn, they pick monsters and wigs. So, anywho, I'm thinking like, yeah, this should be interesting. Also, out of the 30 girls that was picked from the audition, the one night only auditions, Jocelyn brought back all of her old girls, the girls that were there. Daisy, Lucky, N.E.X.T, Yummy, Wet Wet. Okay. Who else? Am I missing anybody? If I'm missing somebody, they probably ain't important shit. So she brought those girls back. All right. And so in the next scene, you have N.E.X.T already. The show, we just on the second episode. Really, this is like the first episode, but like, come on, N.E.X.T, you ain't giving it no time. So anywho, N.E.X.T decides that she want to go at Yummy again. There was already some tension, a little bit of tension at the auditions, the one night only auditions, but she finally got a closer, proximity to Miss Yummy. So obviously there's some problems there.
Motherfucking shit is literally on site. I've been telling this motherfucking girl it's on site. Stand on that fucking shit. You was talking all that shit. Why are you acting so scary now?
You were NFL linebacker. I'm just trying to remain calm, cool, and collected while Ariel's just talking shit in the sprinter. And then I just can't take it no more. So I just start telling her she looks like an NFL linebacker, that she looked like somebody's dad.
I don't care. I love Miss Yummy, okay? The bitch have these old ass wigs on, aging her like Benjamin Button. Like, this motherfucker don't turn 50 in 2 hours because of the wig that she wears on. But with that being said, she funny, and her clap back be crazy as hell. Not only that, she be reading motherfuckers in a South voice. That's why you look like a big ass linebacker. You look like somebody's dad. She was reading out your ass. So apparently, once the girls made it to the van, the girls who were supposed to go to the house, they were all on the van. N.E.X.T gets mad when she spots Wet Wet or whatever. Not Wet Wet, Yummy. When she spots Yummy or whatever. So she's trying to fight Yummy, and them two is having a back and forth. So then here comes Miss Wet Wet, and she pissed me off. Okay? She pissed me off. I can't stand this girl. Because you already annoying, but why are you inserting yourself in somebody's fight? So Miss Wet Wet feels the need to like start going back and forth with Yummy as well. I'm like Lucky in this situation. Like, for real, you don't even know this girl. You don't even know Natural like that. You know what I'm saying? If you would have known, if had she known the history between Yummy and Miss Natural, she wouldn't have been trying to insert herself into that beef because for one, the shit is old. It's like 2 years old, bro. And I can understand if a bitch stole me, you know what I'm saying? Of course I want to get my get back on site anytime. But with that being said, when Yummy attacked Natural, that was long overdue. Miss Natural spent the whole season fucking with that girl. She was fucking with that girl. So when she finally had enough, she attacked Natural ass. And I don't give a damn because at that point, by the time she did attack Natural on that season, I was glad that she attacked Natural. You understand? Because Natural comes off as a bully. All right? And I don't know how many times I gotta say this. These are the same bitches y'all be feeling sorry for. All them hoes is low-key bullies. And the only thing that can keep a bully in check is another fucking bully. That's all I'm saying. So the fact that Miss Wet jump into this shit, it's not gonna be soon because when it comes to these bully ass bitches, they don't give a fuck about nobody but themselves. So ultimately, while she trying to take Natural side, I wouldn't be surprised if Natural turn on her like a rabid dog. Cause that's how hoes like that operate. But you sitting up there trying to help this girl. That bitch don't need no help. She like Yummy said, the bitch built like somebody's dad. So she do not need no help fighting that little ass girl. But anywho, now what would be interesting is to see Wet and Yummy do a heads up because they about the same size. Now that shit right there will be interesting, okay? And since Wet want to get in the middle of other people's shit, Miss Yummy need to go pop both of them fake ass titties that's on her chest and see how that works out. But yeah, whatever. Let's continue. So, anyway, side note, did you guys notice that Wet got some 2 Chainz tattoo, got 2 Chainz tatted right there on the front of her, I'm not sure if she got it anywhere else. I was trying to look, but when I put it on and spotted 2 Chainz, I was just like, wow, interesting. Like, I don't think now with that being said, I wouldn't make too much of it because I'm thinking like if her and the 2 Chainz had something real going on, if that's the reason why, because she could just be like a fan and just tatted 2 Chainz. I mean, shit, everybody know 2 Chainz. Anybody can tat 2 Chainz. You know what I'm saying? So perhaps, you know, she's just a super fan, but I would think that if they were really like something, you know what I'm saying? If she's really somebody he fucking with, she would have his real name tatted on him or something. You know what I'm saying? So I wouldn't make too much of that. And besides, with Wet's personality, I don't know if I see her, I could see 2 Chainz fucking with her because he have access to a way higher caliber grade of women. And then from that little podcast that he has with his son, he don't strike me as the type of man that'll deal with an ignorant ass bitch. I'm just saying. Who knows? But yeah. So Wet has the audacity to say, the reason why she inserted herself because Yummy was talking too much shit and she was just saying that Yummy was acting like a scary ass bitch. Yummy didn't have to say nothing back. Girl, please stop. I don't know. Somebody done blew Wet hair up and got this bitch thinking she's a little gorilla bell. But honey, somebody hit you the wrong way, they will break every bone in your thin ass body. I mean, seriously, the girl's like 100 pounds soaking wet. The heaviest thing on her is Paris and London, her titties.
Wet also starts to attack Yummy. And I'm just a little confused because you don't even know Yummy. So why do you feel the need to jump in to be with Natural? What are you doing?
You good?
You doing shit?
No, you not. I don't have to play victim or lie to people. I've been living my life, becoming a better woman.
I think that it's being real emotional in here.
I'm sorry.
I came to shake my ass. We know you, bitch. But I can't get my spot. I don't give a fuck.
Hell no, bitch. Like,
okay.
So anyway, you got Wet, Miss Natural, both of them trying to attack Yummy. Yummy ends up pulling out a blade, okay? So at that point, the security like, okay, we got to separate their ass. So they remove Yummy from the van, and they take her inside the dressing room, okay? So when she gets inside the dressing room, there's some of the new girls, the contestants in there. I don't know why, but homegirl felt like she the need to explain the situation, you know, tell the whole whatever the people that was in there about the altercation that was going on, okay? And to me, she was trying to garner some sympathy and attention. I don't care how you want to put it. That's exactly what she was doing. Because you go from talking about why you feel like they got a problem with you to talking about your history and all that you done been through. Listen, a lot of these girls, what you looking at is a group of girls who all done been through shit. None of them girls give a fuck about your problems. Only thing they doing is calculating, okay, so this is this bitch weak. She's an old girl, so these is her weakness. These are her shortcomings. Because they trying to figure out how you was in the position that you was in. Because hate it or love it, Yummy is part of the old girl. She's an OG with this situation. So she's had time to figure out how to navigate these waters called Jocelyn. Okay? So that's all these other girls really doing. They sizing you up, they calculating, and they trying to figure out where your weak spot's at and how they can do it better than you and all of that. They ain't trying to give a fuck about your sympathies. You might have somebody who cares, but ultimately this ain't the time and the place to go to pouring your heart out. Okay? So I feel sorry for Miss Yummy if she's trying to look for attention, look for sympathy, because these girls ain't finna get it out. Okay, you already got someone saying, I'm with N.E.X.T. Da 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 da. Aggression is all these bitches understand. Unfortunately. Now, anyway, some of the girls, they're grouped off. Let's say a small group of the girls, they're off in some other part of the club or whatever. So you got N.E.X.T, you got Lucky. A few of the new girls, okay? No. You got Natural, Lucky, Daisy, and Wet Wet, okay? So they talking about, the situation with Miss Natural and Yummy. And I'm glad, I'm liking that, Lucky's speaking out, because me and her thinking a lot alike, based off her commentary or whatever. I don't know, whatever. I'll get back to Lucky. But anywho, so she busts out and say, oh, but it's been 2 years. Like, why don't you just get over it? Like, fucking duh. Why don't you just get over it or whatever? So with Miss Natural, she kind of reveals low-key that there was more to the mix, okay? It's a little bit of, you know what I'm saying? So I knew it was some reason why she's extra hateful towards Yummy, because, bitch, y'all done fucked. Like, say what you want, but, bitch, if you holding on to a grudge from 2 years ago, bitch, you and this girl don't have some relations. I knew they was playing Oochie Coochie. See, that's the problem. That's the problem. Your ass would have been playing Oochie Coochie, the animosity wouldn't have been so great, okay? So now we get to my favorite part. So they go to talking about some of the girls and how they look. The conversation switched, okay? So we already know Lucky feeling some kind of way about some of the girls, But she don't come at it. To me, she seemed like she ain't coming at it with some hater-ass shit. But here go Daisy. I see some hippopotamus. Listen, bitch, you can never... Okay, and I think I speak with for all the big bitches over here. Bitch, you talk about big girls ain't sexy. Listen, I don't give a fuck how you feel about that. Bitch, you don't have a right to speak on what the fuck ain't sexy when it's big, when you don't bout every orifice on your body, okay? Bitch, your lips bout, your hair bout, your ass bout, your titties bout, your face bout, your feet bout, bitch. Everything bout, okay? Everything on you is fake. So fake that your spirit don't ran away from your body when you had the 15th motherfucking surgery. So don't sit up there and try to talk about these bigger girls, because to be honestly, it's not for me. Up there dancing, it's not for me, bitch. I dance like I'm being tasered by the police. So no, dancing is not for me. But I give command to any bold, big, bad, beautiful bitch that want to come on there and rep their shit. And for a hoe that don't bout everything on their body to sit up there and try to knock them down because you don't pay for everything, you fake ass broke Barbie doll. I can't stand bitches like Daisy. I really don't like Daisy because she's too arrogant. It's like you arrogant for no reason. Bitch, you arrogant and for what? I just can't wait till Jocelyn end up whooping her ass, because she gonna do it again this season. I have a feeling Daisy gonna work her way until an ass whooping this season, because the bitch got a lot of mouth and she too uppity for no reason. I've seen way more beautiful bitches than her. Like, I'm trying to figure out why is she so uppity. For somebody who don't been... Like, I can't stand that. She's delusional. That's the word for it. Delusional. Moving on. Oh my goodness. But yes, Miss Daisy say big girls don't have sex appeal. Okay, listen, I beg to motherfucking differ, bitch. It's a lot of motherfucking Migos and Haitians that don't fuck the shit out of big girl. You got to fuck that toss up big girls who got sex appeal. It's plenty of men that will fuck the shit out of a big girl, okay, bitch? They will prefer them a hamburger over a celery stick any motherfucking day, bitch. Especially when a celery stick is fake. A motherfucking plastic decoration when it's not the real thing, okay? This motherfucker. Anyway, okay, so they got the conversation switch because this is a little interesting. Okay, so they have I got child, so they move on, and here go Lucky. Lucky says she looking for a girlfriend this season, and she's sapiosexual. Let me tell you about these bitches that be making up all of these different sexuals that they want to be all of a sudden. This is like back in the days, you know how back in the days, now some of y'all might know, some of y'all might know, but back in the days, hoes used to be hoes. They used to be wild as fuck, be hoes, right? And then when they don't got burnt out and tired and just woke up one day and realized that that whole life ain't really what it is and that they lonely, they go to church.
Once upon a time, not long ago, I was a hoe. And I'm admitting it, I won't take it back. Cause I did this shit, I was a hoe.
They become saved hoes, okay? They just switch it all up. But now these days, the hoes don't go to church no more. They become different kinds of sexual. They become non-binary, tri-binary, asexual, trisexual, bisexual, and the latest addiction, sapiosexual. This is what these bitches become. Talk about they attracted to this. I'm attracted to the spirit. I'm attracted to the energy. I'm attracted to the bitch. You should have been attracted to all of that, all those mistakes ago. Okay. I can't stand bitches like this. Instead of just telling it how it really is, they become all these other things, and still at the end of the day, they are what? Confused. This is funny as hell. I just had to point it out. I mean, I can't stand like in general. Like, lucky girl, live your best life, child. Be sapio, confusio, sexual, all you want to, bitch. Go ahead. Jocelyn, so anyway, fast forward. Jocelyn ended up walking. She finally get there or whatever. So she covered it up, talk about some, bitch, why you not smiling? Get out. If you're not smiling, get out. I was like,
I got it. Why you not smiling? You want to go? You want to leave?
I'm here. I'm excited. I'm smiling already. Yeah.
If you're not smiling, y'all can get the fuck out. Straight up.
There's Jocelyn. She was nice as hell yesterday. You know what I'm saying? So here we go. Here the fuck we go.
I remember everybody else. I want to make. Who bitch?
It's not funny. It's not funny, but dude, Jocelyn is a mess. And it's so funny. It's so funny because, like I say, these girls put themselves there. I be thinking, like, child, why? What? Like, what? And so she comes in. So Miss Natural, like, okay, there she go. Because I was wondering when the Jocelyn was going to come out because she was too nice. And like I was saying, she was being kind of nice. Like, aside from Diamond and Raven, she was showing the girl some love. She was being okay. So here we go. Okay, so Jocelyn ready to get down to business. And I've said this before, Jocelyn seems like she's really trying to, like, she's really looking for, you know, girls to take on a ride with her. She's being, you know, she's critiquing. She's on it. Like, I like this. She's keeping the organization for however she's managing it. She's doing that. So I'm not mad at that. And I'm liking to see how these girls perform because I see girls who really doing their thing. So her first 4 girls that she called up was N.E.X.T, Lucky. She called some girl with some short blonde hair. She was real, like, the girl was bad. Like, she called her up and she called for Miss Yummy. So Miss Yummy, didn't want to come up or didn't come up or whatever the case. So Jocelyn asked, like, what's going on? So Miss Natural is like, oh, I was about to, whoop her ass or whatever. So Jocelyn basically was like, okay, so why y'all fighting before they even dances? I was like, okay, well, shit to get real. They better stay focused. I mean, because it don't seem like Jocelyn playing with their ass right now. But anyway, I like this, okay, because Lucky's up there. She's doing her thing. Like I said, Lucky is one of the most naturally prettiest girls to me that I've ever seen. You know what I'm saying? She's beautiful. She's dark skinned and she really can dance. So this is the Lucky that I initially started liking. Okay, I like her. This is her element. So she's up there. She's doing her thing, and I'm noticing that her Jocelyn's dance coach or friend or whatever, whoever he was like, he said the same thing. He was like, oh, she's beautiful. She's pretty. Like, she's really pretty or whatever. But anywho, the girls, the first four are up there and they're doing their thing. So when they coming down, Jocelyn noticing that, you know what I'm saying, Natural started jugging at her. So she looks over at Yummy and she was like, okay, it's a security guard walking with Yummy. So she tells the security guard, like, listen, ain't nobody getting no personal security but me, And I don't think that was on no princess shit, because at the end of the day, like she told Yummy, if you're not gonna get comfortable, you might as well just leave. Right? Because how you gonna be around this girl in this house, in this cabaret, and you scared of her? So I get where she was coming from. I get that she wanted him to go ahead and fight and bust it open and get it over with. Because generally with women, sometimes that just is what have to happen. That's the old school way of things. That's the beginning of time, caveman way of things. You know what I'm saying? And it's like it's inbred in us sometimes. Sometimes that's the way to get things out. You just box it out a bit and handle it and be over with. Right? So that's how she's coming at it. But clearly, Miss Yummy, she is not. And that's another thing, too. Like I told y'all, not Yummy, but Natural is a fucking bully. That's why I don't feel bad for her. Whatever happens to her, that's why I don't like her. Because, listen, you can't sit up here and be a bully and turn around and want to have breakdowns and cry about shit. Y'all see, because she was like that on the last season, having these mental breakdowns, like the whole woe is me. But in the end of the day, she's still one of the ones that like to fuck with people. She's a bully. She's aggressive. And she acting like Miss Yummy really did something to her, because that lady...
And she's not special. Yummy does not walk around here with her own personal bodyguard. That's only for me.
So I'm just trying to stay away from crazy ass Natural. She's psycho and need therapy. So I'm in my own lane trying to just walk and stay away from her. And Jocelyn calls me out and it's like, no one can walk with security except for her. So I'm like, okay, whatever. I'll walk alone.
If Yummy's not comfortable being here, Yummy could walk her happy, black, little, sweet booty out of here. So you got to get comfortable, Yummy, or you might as well go.
I ain't gonna lie, I was torturing the girl a little bit. For my own motherfucking amusement, I was, because I knew she was scared to death.
You worried about her.
Wow. So it looks like Miss Yummy gonna so Jocelyn continues to pick the girls who are coming to the house, okay? So looks like Yummy gonna end up getting her lick back or whatever with not Yummy, but Miss Natural gonna end up getting her lick back. This should be interesting. Also, from judging from the few clicks and views that they showed of the little few glimpses that they showed, it looks like next episode is when the real season gonna start. All right, and we're gonna get a closer look at the girls that was picked to be in the house. And I'm not gonna lie, like, bro, to get a closer look at these chicks, I see what Jocelyn was saying. It was a few that was crazy, and it looks like it's gonna go down. Okay, it looked like shit is gonna get real on these upcoming episodes. All right. So yeah. So my whole assertion of the whole episode is that I feel like Jocelyn has made progress, because she ain't. I mean, considering we are 2 days in so far, Jocelyn wasn't like it's like she did target certain people. Now that's what I don't like about it. I feel like if she didn't want those girls there, particularly for the old girls. Now the new girls, okay, fine, send them out. But as far as the old girls concerned, if you really didn't want them girls there, I don't feel like she should have been just like, you know what I'm saying? Snapping on them and doing them like that. I feel like whatever animosity that you had with those girls, you should have settled that. Okay, settled it, got past it before you brought them on the show or whatever. But being that none of us really know how this casting shit work, I don't know if Jocelyn don't know who's coming until they get there, kind of thing. I don't know. Maybe that's why, but I don't like it. And particularly how she treats Lucky. Now, Raven and Diamond, I don't give a fuck. But Lucky, I don't like how she treats Lucky. It's like I don't feel like Lucky. I feel like Lucky better than that. She don't deserve to be treated like that. You know what I'm saying? But with that being said, I can't feel too bad because ultimately Lucky is one of them same chicks that put themselves in a position to be there. There's a lot of other things out there that you could be doing. You don't have to think that going through Jocelyn and putting up with this type of humiliation is worth it. But maybe y'all getting paid. Maybe they getting paid that. So I don't know. Being that I don't know what these young ladies is getting paid. Who am I to speak on that? So maybe they just there. But like I say, if they're going to be there, I'm going to sit back and I'm going to laugh at their ass and I'm not going to feel sorry. Because I know a lot of women out here who are bad and beautiful, regular, everyday women, and they find other things to do, bitch. Become a CNA like everybody else, okay? I'm just saying, it's a lot of other occupations. You don't have to limit yourself to just one to succeed. So if you chose to put up with this type of shit to get it, if this is the quickest and only bag that you know how to get, then by all means, honey, I'd rather be a spectator than a participator when it comes to certain shit. All right. With that being said, that's all I got to say, folks. I am definitely looking forward to next episode. Like I said, guys, this should be interesting. Also, if you guys like this video, please hit the like button. Support your sister. Also, if you're new here, welcome to my channel. Please hit the subscribe button. With that being said, I'm out. Deuces. Guys, once again, thank you. I'm out. Bye.